Nebraska, a winner. 42-17 the final. As the Cornhuskers close out the 9th undefeated and untied season in the history of Nebraska football.
The 1-2 again. Inside corner. The Royals, 2015 World Champions.
Strike 3 call. It's over. They've done it. The Royals are World Series champions.
Welcome to M&M Sports Podcast number 59. Tonight we will recap Nebraska's 29th consecutive loss to a ranked opponent. We will talk NFL and recap the World Series. Brian, Nebraska missed an opportunity against USC, and that is the nicest way I can put it. They were playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win.
Yeah.
That's how I viewed it anyway.
You're 100% right. I wrote a column this week, Eric, and basically the gist of it was everything was going great for Nebraska until it didn't.
Right?
Right?
Yes.
You know, we've spoke, and you just brought it up, the fact that we play not to lose instead of playing to win. And that, first off, that doesn't work. At some point, we need to figure that out, that when you have the opportunity to stick it to somebody, you do it. You don't play passive. You don't make the easy call and say, you know, here we are, 4th and 1 in the first half?
Yeah, you don't kick a 52-yard field goal. You go for it.
Right?
You go for it.
You go for the dagger.
For sure.
So, I'm not disappointed in our athletes. I'm disappointed in our coaching staff more than anything.
In that game, I really was.
Yeah.
I really was. I mean, some might give us an out and say, but we lost our quarterback. I'd say, I don't care. That game was lost before Raiola got hurt.
Yep.
The opportunity was lost before he exited the game.
Yep.
First half, you needed to build a bigger lead. It's that simple.
Yeah, put it away.
Yes.
Yeah, you know,
no killer instinct.
If you take that thought out of their head that they're going to come back after the half, then they go into that locker room at halftime, their heads are down.
Demoralized.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And to the notion that we lost because of Dylan Raiola getting hurt, he wasn't doing that much to begin with, right?
That's fair.
He was having a subpar game. We blew a great game by Emmett Johnson. I mean, this kid, he's over 1,000 yards now on the season. Our defense, I know a lot of people said coming into this game, Nebraska's pass defense, they haven't played anybody. USC is going to expose them for the frauds that they are. Well, we just held USC to it, who was the NCAA leader in passing yards per game. We held them to like 165 yards through the air.
Yeah, I mean, with any game, there was plenty of positives. Positives, it's just another missed opportunity.
Yeah.
I mean, you squandered a chance to finally win against a ranked opponent. Now, we go all the way back to 2016, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, how is that even possible?
Correct me. I would like to know your take on this, Eric. Even when we were up, I felt like we would lose this game. I mean, I hate that feeling, but until this coaching staff can prove that we can win down the stretch, I'm not going to buy into any of it.
Yeah, we finally got over the hump and made it to a bowl game last year, so we have that out of the way. But at some point, you're going to have to beat a ranked team.
Yep.
I mean, it's getting ridiculous.
I do want your opinion on the blackout. I thought it was cool as shit. I loved it. I loved the field. I loved the fans. For a big game environment, I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the different aspect of it was awesome. I thought the field, that kind of surprised me a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like they went next level with that.
Yes, they did.
Uniforms were were awesome. Field, I thought, man, I'm used to seeing that red out there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, I didn't dislike it. It just caught me off guard a little bit.
Sure.
That's all. No, I would say if I had to put a ranking on it, we'll say 75% for it. How's
Okay.
that? How's that as far as the whole thing in general?
Yep. How about the changing the tunnel walk up? Playing some Back in Black, some AC.
You know I like that. I like that.
I mean, I'm going to admit for if we're only doing it once in a great while, I am 100% on board with that. I loved it. I thought our fans did a much better job than I expected. I really thought that we would see a lot of red in the stadium still. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong. I love our red.
Sure.
But once in a while, I like to see them follow the assignment that they're given.
I think it's fun for the kids.
Yeah. Oh, the recruits love it.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
I've heard tons of positive feedback this week by some big recruits that were in Lincoln on Saturday.
Some fans are going to like it, some aren't, and none of that matters. It's all about trying to attract kids' attention. However you can do it. Yep. You're competing with every other school playing that same game. So
you mentioned our quarterback, Dylan Raiola, going down. We all thought it was an ankle injury. Obviously, it turned out to be much worse. Mm-hmm. Broken fibula. Going to require surgery this week. Done for the season. Right. Shut down.
I mean, needless to say, I feel bad for the kid, for Dylan Raiola, but I don't think the season's lost. I think TJ Lateef getting a full week of practice, game planning around him.
Okay.
I think this next game can be won.
Okay.
With him at quarterback. So yes, I'm not throwing in the towel for the season because we lost Raiola. That's where I'm at. I think we have enough talent. Like I said, if we play a more aggressive brand of football, a smart brand of football, I think a couple more wins are attainable. That's where I'm at.
Okay. I unfortunately am the polar opposite of you right now. I was very underwhelmed with what TJ Lateef was able to do.
Sure, and he didn't impress me. Not to interrupt you, but it was such a small sample size that I want to see what he does when he gets a week of practice with the first team.
Yeah, we'll know a lot after Saturday.
Yep.
I unfortunately, right now, we have 3 games left on the schedule. I don't even know if we eke out one win the rest of the way. I hate to be the pessimist. That's where I'm at right now. I hope I am 100% wrong.
How about this for a little positivity? You run him at Johnson, and then you run him some more, and then you run him a little more. And you hope your black shirts step up, and TJ Lateef hopefully can just be a game manager. How's that? Does that sound at least realistic?
I'm hoping they use his legs some too.
Right.
Teams have prepared all season for us. They've watched. You watch film before the week before. You're watching it throughout the year, so you're preparing for Dylan Raiola.
Yep.
A non-mobile quarterback. Maybe we can sneak up on some people here.
Yeah, that's one thing he has over him.
Yeah,
his mobility, so you can incorporate even some designed runs with him. And yes, he can improv and get out of the pocket if necessary. At times better than Raiola. It's all about ball security, though. You still have to take care of the ball.
You're right.
Yes, but read the defense and maybe a short passing game to start just to get him loosened up and into the groove a little bit.
I like the steady dose of Emmett Johnson. I like that idea.
And you can incorporate, another back or two.
Sure.
I'm just talking running game as a whole, but Emmett Johnson doing the heavy lifting, obviously.
There's 2 things that I will say from the game Saturday that I want to touch on, and then I'm moving on. One is we're still not getting Ja'Cory Barney as involved as he needs to be. That kid is a human highlight reel, and he is not being properly utilized right now.
3 catches for 6 yards, is that what you're talking about?
Wow, yeah.
Is that what you're speaking of?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Number 2 is our game management was terrible. before we attempted the 52-yard field goal, we line up for a so-called tush push. Who's behind the center in that position? Heinrich Harburg. When are we going to knock this crap off? We talked about it. Quit being cute.
Right.
Run your normal offense. It's 4th and 1.
Cute seems to be a problem for a lot of teams anymore. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's not cool just to do it in a basic, boring fashion that gets the job done. You have to put some sort of wrinkle on it, I guess. You get extra points for that? I don't think so.
If it's me, I'm lining up in an I with the lead back, and I'm giving it to my workhorse running back to get me 1 yard.
Right.
I trust Emmett Johnson to get a yard more than I trust Heinrich Harburg, who is under center with no running start, who has proven nothing in the last year in this position. Give the ball to your running back. That's
right.
That's all I got to say.
Yeah, I mean, I would rather, if you're going to get stopped with your best weapon.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep.
I think we're on the same page there for sure. There were, like we talked about, there were plenty of positives in this game. I mean, Emmett Johnson, 29 carries, 165 yards.
Great
5.7 with 1 touchdown. That's really good.
Phenomenal.
Penalties, 4 for 45.
Yep,
USC had 8 for 49, so 4 for 45 is pretty damn good.
Pretty good.
Time of possession, it doesn't matter if you lose the game, but 32 to 27, right in there was where we were at. We won time of possession. Total yards, USC 337 to 286, so holding them to 337 total yards. If I ask you before the game, you'd take that, wouldn't you?
Yep, it's a win. Yep,
for sure.
Absolutely.
I mean, man, it was a game that was there for the taking.
It was
a
wasted opportunity.
They didn't take it.
Yep, you're right. Yep. All I can say is they better be able to bounce back against UCLA this weekend because this is the pivotal game of the season right now.
We lose this, the wheels could fall completely off.
Yes, that's it. Yes, if we lose this one, I don't expect to win again. If we win this one, we have a chance to win both of the following games. But it has to start this weekend.
And here's where we're at for this 8 o'clock tilt on Saturday. UCLA minus 1.5. So basically a coin flip.
Okay.
Yep, Vegas is telling us with the Raiola injury, I'm sure that plays into it, a little bit. Flip a coin.
That line's moved some. I think originally Nebraska was favored when this came out.
UCLA opened as a 3-point favorite.
Okay, that's okay.
So the money has come in on actually Nebraska to knock that down a little bit.
Well,
and Vegas is expecting a low-scoring game. 43.5 for a college football game is about as low as you're going to see.
Pretty low, but I think they're probably. I mean, I don't think we're going to. I don't see Nebraska putting up a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to be close on that.
Yep.
I picked UCLA to win before the year.
You did.
I'm sticking with it.
Did.
I'm going to go 24-20 UCLA. There you go.
I picked Nebraska to win this game before the season started, but I am changing my prediction at this point. I think I hate to even say this, but I think it's a 21-10 game.
Okay.
UCLA. I'm wrong.
I mean, obviously anybody has the option to change, but with Raiola not playing quarterback, one would feel even more comfortable in saying this is why I'm changing my pick. Yeah. Is that the case with you?
That is, and it has nothing to do with the athleticism. I just think Raiola has been such a student of the game. He changes into plays. Mm-hmm. He'll audible up there into something because he sees the defense. I don't know if Latif is going to be savvy enough at this point to do that.
That's why you need to rely on your other guys to help him out.
And I think he can definitely get to that point.
Sure.
But he's not there now.
Right. And a lot of times, teams do rally behind that backup quarterback.
They do.
They step up, and that's what we're looking for in this game for sure.
And you know what? I'm good with seeing him tuck the ball and run 6 or 8 times.
Sure.
If he can get 3-4 yards a pop with his legs.
Yeah, if he doesn't, I'll be kind of surprised and disappointed if he doesn't use that aspect of his game.
Yeah, I think that is a very important part of his game, and we'll see. Maybe this kid will come out and surprise me.
Yes, so. It'll be something to watch for sure.
Sure. We're gonna find out 8 o'clock Saturday night, right?
Yeah, are you going to be able to stay up for the whole game?
Well, I don't know. That's a late start for me. We'll find out, I guess. I can always record it, right?
There you go.
All right. Go Big Red.
Okay, NFL, going back to last Thursday's game. Baltimore, 28-6, routed the Dolphins like we guessed they would and like a lot of people figured. Lamar coming back.
Yep.
Baltimore's now 3-5, and we've talked about, their upcoming schedule, Brian. Opportunity there at the Vikings, but then after that at Cleveland, then they host the Jets, they host the Bengals, and they host the Steelers. So, at Browns, Jets, and then they host 3 consecutive home games. So, yes, they're right there alive in that AFC North, which is wide open right now.
Yeah, wins against the Bengals and Steelers would really... It could put them in the driver's seat of that division.
It really could.
Believe it or not.
Yep, that's been an interesting division to follow.
Yes, it has.
For sure. Moving on to those Sunday games. We have the Bears winning in a defensive battle over the Bengals 47-42. Not much defense in that one. No. It was a shootout. Bears last team with Bengals had it at the very end. Anyway, last team with the ball won that game. That's what I'm saying.
But again, Flacco puts up another huge game.
He was awesome. I mean
this guy has done everything he can.
Shame on the Bengals defense.
Right?
If they were just decent and not horrible.
Just average.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, they have been horrific.
Yep.
Put themselves in a horrible position. 31 for 47, Flacco, 470 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
That's not bad.
470 yards.
Not bad.
What more can you ask from a 40-year-old?
Yeah, I agree.
So, yes, their defense has really let them down the last 2 games.
2 games in a row.
If they could have just, like I said, been decent, they would have won those games handily.
Yeah, Chicago doesn't score 47 points against a team very often.
Right. Niners go to the Giants and win 34-24. New England ekes one out over Atlanta 24-23 to improve to 7-2.
They just keep winning.
Yep.
They just
7-2.
keep winning.
Mike Vrabel's done one hell of a job there in his first year.
A lot of credit to them right now.
Pittsburgh with a bounce back win. They needed to win pretty bad. They knocked Indy down a notch, 27-20. Indy's been going so good.
Yeah.
You just assume they'd probably lose one of these days. Carolina with the big upset, 16-13. Green Bay has 2 losses this year, and they are to the Browns and Carolina. Carolina is very respectable, but still, Green Bay was a 13-point favorite.
Not a game
they found a way to lose.
Yeah.
Nope, they beat Pittsburgh, looked great the weekend before, and then turn around and just lay an egg.
Very unpredictable, to say the least, right now.
Yes, Jekyll and Hyde.
Yep.
Minnesota goes on the road. McCarthy comes back. I watched this game. That kid took some hits. I mean, he got tested as far as, is he going to get up? He did, and he kept getting up. His toughness really got put to the test. I was very impressed with him being able to hang in there. The Lions lit him up. Anyway, he led Minnesota to a 27-24 victory in a hard-hitting game
Big
at
win
Detroit.
for the Vikings.
Yep. Gives them some life is what it does. And I guarantee you his teammates respect him more after this game than they did, before. I think he's only made like 3 or 4 career starts.
Yeah.
And he really passed the test as far as toughness goes. Denver goes on the road and wins an ugly game in Houston, 18-15. Broncos are red hot. I believe they improved to 7-2.
7-2.
I don't care if you win by 40, win ugly. They're playing good ball, finding ways to win. That's all that matters.
That's all. Yep, 6 in a row now.
Yep. Chargers go to Tennessee and win 27-20. Jacksonville with an OT win against your Raiders 30-29. I believe the Raiders went for the win.
They did, and I give them a lot of credit
Sure.
for that. They have nothing to lose right now. You're down in that position. You score late in overtime to get. I mean, potentially you could kick the extra point, but what good does a tie do when you're 2-5 at that time?
Yeah, it was a no-brainer.
Yeah, great call.
Still respect the fact that they did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
Rams roll the Saints 34-10. Rams are just rolling right along right now. They're looking very formidable.
The Saints have been outscored by 105 points at this point of the season right now. Second worst in the NFL behind only the Tennessee Titans.
Brutal is the word that comes to mind when describing the Saints. Chiefs go to Buffalo and lose 28-21. I mean, there is some significance here. Chiefs, I mean, it drops them to 5-4.
Yep.
I still think the Chiefs are good enough. They're going to find their way into the playoffs.
I do too. Yep.
I mean, we talked about this. So I said Buffalo will beat them during the regular season. If they play in the playoffs, you can give me the Chiefs. I don't care what the seeds are. I don't care who's playing at home. Yep. I just trust the Chiefs more in the playoffs than I do the Bills.
Until the Bills can show me something different, I agree. Regardless, it's still a tough loss for the Chiefs.
It is. And Mahomes, I mean, 15-34, probably one of his worst days as a NFL quarterback as far as completion percentage of 44%.
Yeah,
so you got to give Buffalo some credit there on defense for sure.
Sure you do.
Yep, no touchdowns and 1 interception. What's that mean for the next opponent? I'd say watch out.
Yeah,
He's going to view that as a challenge.
Yeah,
he reminds me of Michael Jordan in that regard. I mentioned that before.
That's a great.
Yep, he's so competitive. I mean, man, he's going to come back and want to want to have the best game of his career to offset one of the worst games of his career.
Any little thing is bulletin board material for him. Yep.
He'll use that as motivation. I guarantee you.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be playing the Chiefs this next game. Seattle goes to Washington and throttles them 38-14. Jaden Daniels gets hurt. Washington drops to 3-6. You can go ahead and cross them off the list.
Yeah. Terrible.
A lot of injuries. It happened to the Niners last year.
Yep.
Washington's kind of gone down that same path.
I mean, there's things that are unavoidable.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the injuries have just killed him this year.
But I didn't like their effort early in that game when Jaden Daniels was in there. I thought, I'm just not liking what I'm seeing. Seattle was just running right through them. I mean, they just weren't putting up much resistance on defense. I think the future still looks bright, but as far as this year goes, it's a wash. But there's still, young players can develop.
Sure.
And get better going into next year. But, yeah, disappointing season for Washington.
Yep, I agree.
For sure. No two ways about it. On Monday night, Arizona goes to Dallas and wins 27-17. A bad loss for Dallas. I mean, they were a 3-point favorite playing at home on a Monday night.
It's a bad loss.
One would expect better if you're a Cowboys fan for sure. Arizona playing with their backup quarterback. So, yeah. I mean, Dallas was, they're right in the mix. It's a horrible loss for them.
That's really
the best way I can put it.
Yeah, I'm sure Jerry's not very happy right now, knowing how volatile he can be. I would look for some heads to be rolling soon if something doesn't change.
In the old days, that definitely would have been the case. Anymore, I'm not sure where they stand as an organization.
Yeah, it's a lot different than 15 or 20 years ago. That's for sure.
Exactly. Yep. Thursday, your Raiders are heading to Denver to take on the Red Hot Broncos. Denver, a 9-point favorite.
Denver covers this one, I think, especially after a close game here last weekend. I think Denver
takes care of business and stays hot.
Yep.
Moving on to Sunday in a game in Berlin, Atlanta takes on the Colts. Indy is a 6.5-point favorite in this game in Berlin.
I mean, coming off a loss
in
last week.
Berlin, Germany is where this game is going to be.
The Colts, I think, have to rebound, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's close. I don't know that they cover, but the Colts win.
Okay. Cleveland heads to the Jets. What do you think? What do you think of that one?
I'm going to be real honest with you. I have little to no interest in it.
Cleveland's a 2.5-point favorite. Over and under is 38. They're expecting a low-scoring, ugly game.
Offensive juggernaut here, huh? Mm-hmm. I'm going to go with the Jets. I think the Jets win this game. I
think I'll find another game to keep an eye on. Carolina at home, 5.5 over the Saints.
Yeah, I think... I tell you what here. I'm going to kind of go against the curve a little bit, but I think the Saints are due for a win. I think the Saints come in here and get a road win at Carolina.
After Carolina's big win over the Packers, maybe? Yeah.
I think maybe a letdown there.
That makes sense.
I think the Saints pull one off.
Makes sense. Buffalo heads to Miami as a 9.5-point favorite.
Again, I think Buffalo wins this game. I do not think they cover.
Okay.
I think Miami, I don't know why. I think Miami's going to give them a ball game.
Jacksonville heads to Houston. That's a coin flip game.
I'll flip a coin and tell you later. How's that?
Fair enough. Baltimore goes to Minnesota. Baltimore a 4-point favorite.
I mean,
you can give me the Vikings here.
I think so too. I think it'll be a good game, be a fun game to watch. But I think the Vikings at home, especially, are just going to be too tough.
Yep, give me the Vikings to cover that 4.
Yep.
I think they're feeling really good after that Detroit win. I expect that crowd to be jacked up for that one.
Yeah.
Like I said, McCarthy coming back has kind of revitalized that team, that fan base.
Great. I'm happy for that kid right now.
Right. New England heads to Tampa. Tampa's coming off a bye week. Yep. Tampa's a 2.5-point favorite. You can put me down for Tampa Bay.
Ooh.
New England is due to lose a game. I think Tampa Bay wins and covers that 2.5.
Wow, okay.
Yep.
I think having the bye week definitely helps too.
Mm-hmm.
If this were if Tampa Bay was coming off a week of playing, I think I would actually take the Patriots, but I'm going to follow you with Tampa Bay here.
That's my favorite pick, Tampa Bay.
Okay.
Yep. Giants at the Bears. Bears are a 4.5-point favorite at home over Jackson Dart and the Giants.
Are the Bears going to score 47 points again this week, Eric?
It's weird that you throw that number out because the over and under Vegas set is exactly 47.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yep.
So they don't think the Bears are going to score 47.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, give me the Bears at home.
Okay.
Yep.
Arizona travels to Seattle, who's just quietly having a really solid year. It's just they happen to be in a division with the Rams and the Niners. Yep. Right now, that's one of the best divisions in football.
It looks that way right now.
I mean, it really is. They have quietly won 4 out of their last 5. That being said, you can give me Arizona here. I think Brissett's starting. I think the team has actually played better with him as a starter than Kyler Murray. Yeah. So I think that's been a little bit of a rallying cry for them. You give me Arizona to keep this competitive.
Wow, okay. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks here.
Okay.
We'll differ there.
Detroit 8 at Washington. I mean, this is going to be a pass for me. Washington's all beat up, but I don't want to take Detroit either, so just a pass on this one.
I'm going to say here that Detroit rolls. I think they're going to have a big bounce back this week.
Here's a good one. Rams head to San Fran. Rams a 4.5-point favorite. You can give me the Niners at home.
I like the Niners too.
You give me San Fran at home plus the 4.5.
I was thinking the same thing. I like the Niners in this matchup.
And Sunday night, Pittsburgh heads to the Chargers. Chargers a slight favorite of 2.5 points.
Give me the Chargers at home. I think they're going to be dialed in, and they're going to take the Steelers down.
Monday night, big game. Philly, defending Super Bowl champions, head to Green Bay to take on the Packers. Green Bay a 2-point favorite.
Philly coming off a bye week, right?
Yep. Who's your pick?
Well, as much as I hate to do this, I think I'm going with Green Bay here.
I'm going to take the Packers as well.
Yeah. I think...
coming off that bad loss against Carolina, I think I think they feel like they have something to prove.
And they play up to their opponents.
Monday
what
night
we're
in
seeing,
Green Bay,
so,
needless to say,
yeah.
that crowd will be jacked up. Yep, you can give me the Packers
give me
minus
the Pack.
the 2.
Yep. I'm there with you.
That recaps the NFL. Last weekend, and you got our thoughts on these upcoming games.
Chiefs have a bye week this week to kind of
reset a little bit.
Get back on track a little bit. Luckily, no team has to face their wrath this week. Mm-hmm. After that loss, we kind of talked about how we thought that Mahomes would be dialed in.
Right.
Maybe that'll take that down a little bit. I know they are at Denver the following week, so we'll get into that next week, but that ought to be a fun one at Mile High.
Right. Let's play this game real quick,
Okay.
Brian. Super Bowl, we'll go pretenders or contenders as far as Super Bowl.
Great. Let's do this.
Teams that you realistically believe, since we're about the halfway point, teams you realistically think could make the Super Bowl.
At this point, okay.
Let's start with the AFC East.
Okay.
Patriots at 7-2. Do you really view them as a team that could get there?
To the Super Bowl.
To the Super Bowl.
I do not.
Okay.
Nope.
I agree. Buffalo Bills.
Yes.
I agree with that as well.
Yep.
Let's go AFC North.
Okay.
Steelers 5-3.
I don't have anybody in that North getting to the Super Bowl.
I actually think Baltimore could if they get to the playoffs.
Okay.
Yep, I really do.
Okay.
Yep, that's the only one in that division.
Yeah, I don't think the Steelers are that team.
I don't think the Steelers, Bengals with that defense, no.
No.
But I think the Ravens, yes, if they can get to the playoffs, I view them as still a realistic option to get to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
AFC South, Colts, yes or no on that one?
I got a no on the Colts. I don't think they're there.
I'm torn on this one, but I'm going to go no as well.
Yep.
I'm going to go no as well. Jacksonville 5-3.
Yeah,
No, it's no for
so.
me.
No.
So we'll say nobody out of the AFC South. AFC West, I have the Broncos, I have the Chargers, and I have the Chiefs. I think any of those three, honestly, could make the Super Bowl. I think they're all good enough if they get hot, if one of those teams gets hot at the right time. That's my opinion on that division.
I'm going to agree with you on two of those three. I'm going to say the Broncos and the Chiefs.
Okay.
I'm not quite sold on the Chargers yet.
That's fair.
Yep.
NFC East, moving on to the NFC. The
Okay.
Eagles.
I'm still a little torn on the Eagles, but I think they have as good a shot as anybody in the NFC right now.
Yes, I mean, this is just, if you think it's realistic for a team to get there, and yes, definitely the Eagles.
Nobody else in that division.
Nobody else. Okay, NFC North, I'm on board with the Packers and Lions as possibilities to get there. Bears, no, I'm not there yet, and Vikings, not there yet. So, yes, I'll say Packers and Bears.
I'm going to agree with you on both of those, actually.
Okay.
Yep.
NFC South, Tampa Bay, I view as a realistic possibility to make it.
They're the only one I got.
That's
there.
it. Yep. NFC West. I'm gonna say Seahawks. No, as weird as that might sound, I'm gonna say Rams. Yes, and I'm going to say 49ers. Yes.
Okay.
That's where I'm at.
Okay. I'm picking one out of this division to get there, and it's the Seahawks. I don't think the Rams or Niners are going to get there. So,
really?
Yep.
That surprises me.
I'm going with the Seahawks.
I figured you'd say the Niners for sure.
You know,
you threw me a curveball there.
I was hesitant in that, but honestly, what pushes me away from them right now is I still expect Christian McCaffrey to go down with an injury at some point.
Then that makes sense. They should get Ayuk back at some point. That's one reason that I threw them in there, because that's going to give them it's like making a trade without actually making one.
Absolutely.
But I'll be honest, before the year, I predicted that the Niners wouldn't make the playoffs. I was that guy that was trying to be different, and right now they're proving me wrong. Yep. And all I'm saying is if they do get to the playoffs, I think there's at least a chance that they can make the Super Bowl. That's all I'm not predicting that. I'm just saying realistically, yes. I would give the Rams and Niners a better chance than the Seahawks.
I like that.
That's where we're at. Okay, let's get to that World Series that most people probably didn't like the end result, but boy, it was a hell of a World Series.
Boy,
Toronto went down fighting and then some.
Boy, and were we wrong.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm going to eat crow here.
Sure.
I did not expect the Blue Jays to give the effort that they gave. I was blown away.
After that 18-inning loss, we predicted their demise.
Yep.
For sure. So yes. Credit and then some to Toronto. I felt horrible for them, honestly.
Yeah.
About as bad as I felt for a team.
Yeah.
Because they were the underdog, the David versus Goliath going into the World Series, and and nothing but respect for them after bouncing back from that 18-inning loss and winning the next two in LA.
Yeah, that just doesn't happen. So great season, Toronto.
They almost defied the odds.
They almost did.
Yeah.
I've never been a Blue Jays fan,
no.
but I was rooting for them here. I love the underdog, and you know what? They came that close, right?
People can gain respect for a team without being a fan of a team.
For sure.
I'm going to go way back. Yep, here I go. You didn't have to be a fan of Nebraska when they lost to Florida State all those years ago for somebody to say, boy, I respect Nebraska for the effort they put up against Florida State and Charlie Ward. You remember that game.
Sure.
1993, huge underdog. I think Nebraska gained a lot of respect from national audience on that given night.
Just about, yeah.
Yep. And that's what kind of Toronto did for me this year.
Absolutely. I think it's human nature, for most of us anyway, to pull for the underdog.
Yep.
And to say that the Dodgers were the favorite is...
Sure.
I mean, of course they were. Look at that lineup.
Yep.
Look at the money that they're able to spend. Between your TV contracts, just everything. Mm-hmm. But Toronto's not going anywhere.
I don't think so.
They'll be back.
That's where I was going. What did Nebraska do that next year?
Yep.
They beat Miami in a hard-fought game, and they won a national title. What did the Royals do that year? They lost that heartbreaker to the Giants in Game 7. They came back the next year and won it. So I would tell Toronto fans, hang in there.
Hang in there.
Hang in there.
Speaking of Royals, you did bring them up quick, Eric. A couple things I want to touch on. One, I saw we signed Salvi to a 2-year extension yesterday. Great to see that.
Yep. I want that guy to play as long as that guy wants to play.
Yeah,
seriously.
And I don't want to see him play for anybody else. 2, congratulations to our shortstop and our third baseman for winning Gold Gloves.
Not unexpected at all, but still impressive nonetheless.
Yes. Definitely not unexpected with Bobby Witt Jr. Mm-hmm. But just because we don't always get the respect that I feel like we deserve, I was a little surprised by the other.
That's fair.
He deserved it.
I thought, he deserves it.
Sure.
Give the guy what he deserves.
Yep.
Give Garcia that Gold Glove.
But happy to see it. Happy for those guys.
Yep.
Baseball season will be spring training will be around the corner.
That's the great thing about baseball. It's such a long season that it doesn't take that long for the next season to fire up.
And we usually have football to fill that void in between. So,
on another note, Husker basketball, men and women both start 1-0. So we'll get into more of that probably next podcast.
Yep. And the Husker volleyball team just keeps rolling along too.
That they do.
Unreal. So
let's get a win at UCLA.
There you go. Let's start there.
Yep,
right?
and then we'll roll with all these other positives.
We'll be back next week. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Keep tuning in, and we'll keep putting out content.
You bet.